Hi, and welcome to A+ Home Tutoring presents English Language Learning for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. So, today's lesson, we're going to focus on simple sentences. Now, English sentences can become very complex. But how do we know a sentence is a sentence? In English, a sentence must have two things: a subject and a predicate. But what does subjects and predicates mean? First, a subject. That means who or what the sentence is about. It's always a noun. Do you remember what a noun was? A person, place, thing, or idea. So the subject is the who, the person, or the what, the thing or animal. Subjects are always nouns. Now the second part of a sentence is a predicate. And predicates mean the action. What are the subjects doing? It's always going to be a verb. V-E-R-B. So predicates are the what do. It's the action, either a physical action or a mental action. So here's an example. If I wrote this, a girl, is that a sentence? No, it's not. It has the subject, the who, a girl, but it's missing the second part, a predicate. What is the girl doing? So I would have to add a verb. Dances. Now the sentence is a girl dances. It has the who, a girl, and what she's doing, dances. Let me give you another example. Sits. Is that a sentence? No, it's not a sentence. Why? Now, it has the what do, the verb, the predicate. But it's missing the who. Who is sitting? So I would have to add the subject. The boy sits. Now that's a sentence because I have both the subject, the who, the boy, and the predicate, the what do. He's sitting. Now I want you to try. I'm going to show you a paper, and I want you to think about if the phrases that are given have both a subject and a predicate or verb. If it doesn't, then it's not a sentence. If it's not a sentence, you would write F. And F means fragment. which is part of a sentence. It means it's not a sentence. It's only part of it. So if it's a full sentence, you would write S, which means sentence. So I want you to try now. Please pause now. So, how did you do? Were you right? I'm going to review some of those sentences. Number 1, played tennis. Is that a sentence? No, it is not a sentence. Why? Played tennis, that tells me the what do, it's the verb, played. But it's missing the subject, the who. Who is playing? So it's not a sentence, you would write F. Number 2, Mom and Dad played tennis. Is that a sentence? Yes, it is. Why? Because it has both the subject, the who, Mom and Dad, and what they're doing. They play tennis. Number 3, walk the dog. Is that a sentence? No, it is not a sentence. It has the what do, walking the dog, but who's walking the dog? It's missing that subject. So it is not a sentence, you write F. Number 4, Mary, she walks the dog every day. Is that a sentence? Yes, it is a sentence. Why? Because it has both the subject, Mary, the girl, and what is she doing? She's walking the dog. So yes, you would write S for sentence. Now, before we finish up, I just want to review quickly what we learned. Simple sentences are what? Simple sentences must have 2 things. A subject, which is a noun, a person, place, thing, or idea, and it must have a predicate, which is the what do, the verb. Verbs are what? They're action words, either physical or mental actions. And a sentence means a complete thought. It must have both the subject and predicate. For example, John hit. Is that a sentence? Yes, it is. Why? Because it has both the who, John. He's the subject of the sentence. And what did John do? He hit. That's the verb. It has the what do. It has a predicate. Here's another example. Down the street. Is that a sentence? Let me think about that. Okay, so down the street, but who is going down the street and what are they doing? It seems to be missing both. So down the street is not a sentence. It's missing who and what they're doing. So if I said John walks down the street, that would be a sentence. Or Mary jumps down the street, that would be a sentence. So it needs to have both to be a complete thought. So I want you to continue to practice. I'm going to show you another paper and continue to practice and think about what's a sentence and what's not a sentence. And what can I do to add so that the sentence fragments can become sentences. Thank you again. Pause here. Please check out our Facebook page and Facebook group at A+ Home Tutoring